Oh my. I have a good feeling about this one though, Nabil. Definitely.
What's up, Star Wars fans? Welcome back to another Star Wars The Clone Wars action figure review. For this next review, it will be the last figure of Wave 2 of 2012, and it is figure number 12, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Another cool Jedi to have in our collection, but I'm pretty sure many of you guys have tons of Obi-Wans in your collection. But let's go over with the packaging. You have the new 2012 look, Darth Maul on the left-hand side, and the new Star Wars logo on the right. A nice image of Obi-Wan on the right-hand side, and his name right here. You have the Warning logo, Hasbro logo, and the Clone Wars logo. It says climbing action, which is what this does. We saw this with the figure Evan Peel back in 2011. You can see the figure perfectly well in the packaging. On the back, you have the promo picture of the figure with an image of Obi-Wan in Season 4. And the bio right there. Over here you have a picture showing what the backpack does. Climbing action. And the rest of the figures from Wave 2. Sorry. We have reviewed these 3 figures, so I'll put down the link in the description box so you guys can check them out if you haven't already. So that's the packaging. Accessories that it comes with: the usual die and stand, the Galactic Battle game card, which this picture is so inaccurate because it's from the Clone Wars movie, if I'm not mistaken, and yeah, it's just inaccurate with the figure. Nice image of Obi-Wan right there. And here is the new Season 4 figure. Now there are some ups and downs about this figure, but this figure grew on me. But before I get into anything else, let's just go over his articulation. He has a ball jointed neck, ball hinged shoulders and elbows, no articulation on the wrist, swivel waist, swivel hips, ball hinged knees, and no articulation on the ankles. It's no surprise that Hasbro is cutting back on articulation. We've seen too many action figures in this year that have been cut back on articulation, I guess, because of the whole economy issue and all that stuff. But it also has its advantages, these figures. This figure in particular. You can see the detail on the costume. Let me zoom in here for just a quick moment. There you go. The face does look a lot more accurate to the TV series. At first I didn't think it did, mainly because of his eyebrows. They're a little skinny than normal. And a lot of the Obi-Wan paint jobs on the face is really bad. I've seen a lot of them, so I've skipped out on 2 different Obi-Wans before I got this one. Let me give you a quick comparison to the card right here. Okay, he does look a little bit like right there, but again, like I said, his eyebrows are a little too thin. But again, the paint job on the hair and beard and eyebrows is the dark brown that it is, which is nice. The eyes blue and everything, it's just great. The detail on his robes, though, his costume itself, is phenomenal. I mean, you know, this is probably the best Clone Wars Obi-Wan in the detail area. You know, in the costume, the belt is really nice. And the comma here, although it's not soft goods, I really wished it would have been, at least underneath, like they did with Anakin. But it's still really well detailed. Back of his hair. His gauntlets here, the wrist communicator is really nice. And on the other side. Now let me give you a quick comparison to last year's Season 3 Obi-Wan. Okay, who we have here. Now I really like the Season 3 Obi-Wan. I thought it was a very cool Obi-Wan, but now you kind of compare the two, and I think facial sculpt on this Obi-Wan is a bit better, but definitely this one, Season 4, is a lot more accurate. And the paint job on the hair and the beard is definitely a lot more accurate as well, and better detailed. As well as the costume, you can tell a huge difference on the costume paint scheme wise and like I said, detail wise. This one definitely looks a lot more realistic as opposed to the Season 3 Obi-Wan. And on the communicator itself, see if it focuses here. There you go. It's just a plain white with a green dot as opposed to this year's, which has a little bit more gadget color to it. And then as opposed to the other side, it's not that different at all, except the gauntlets are more weathering on the Season 4 Obi-Wan as opposed to this one. This is a plain, clean Obi-Wan. But either way, I still recommend both of them. They're both very, very cool. But it's up to you if you want to decide on just having one instead of both of them. Okay. Okay, let's zoom out. And one thing also that I forgot to mention on Season 3 is that he naturally has swivel wrists as opposed to this one, which doesn't. Another cool thing that's pretty cool is that his fingers have the little, you know, kind of force pushing thing, but you can put him to do his trademark pose from Revenge of the Sith. So you could put him like that and it looks great. Perfect. Another thing I forgot to mention is the lightsaber hilts. This year's, it's not, they didn't color it. They're really, you know, just Hasbro's really not detailing the lightsabers anymore like they used to. You know, add color to it and, you know, make it look like the other ones, as opposed to last year's Clone Wars Obi-Wan, where not only did the blues look a lot better, see, this one's a darker blue and this one's a light one, but see, last year's Obi-Wan's lightsaber hilt was nicely detailed and colored as opposed to this year. So you know, again, the figure has its ups and downs, but it's still a very cool figure, and I definitely recommend this figure. I mean, from 1 to 10, I'll give him a good 8. You know, it's grown on me. At first, I really didn't like it, and I wasn't going to purchase it, but when I saw it in person and I got it, it was definitely worth purchasing. So, this is basically it for my review on this figure. I say displaying him with the new Anakin will be pretty cool, as well as Scuba Ahsoka. All three of them together. Very cool. So this is my review on Season 4 Obi-Wan. I hope you guys have enjoyed this review. Please follow me on Facebook. Comment below by sharing your thoughts on this figure. What do you guys think? You guys are going to purchase him if you see him in stores? I know that this wave, as well as Wave 3, has been hard to find in stores, but this wave is hitting a lot more. I've seen it twice now. Not all 4 figures together, but I've seen them separately. And, you know, subscribe if you guys like my reviews. I will be reviewing many more figures to come in the near future, hopefully. And so stick around for that. So thank you so much for watching. Until next time.
Goodbye now, and may the Force be with you.